So, all right, let's ask the panel quickly about recruiting folks into the industry. What do you look for from people? Like, what sort of signals do you try to get out of people? Like when you interview folks, is it previous experience or qualifications or how they interview? What are some tips that you give folks that are trying to crack into the industry?
I might kick that one off if that's okay. So I don't put a lot of weight on certifications. However, if someone says to me, how do I get into security? I would definitely have them do a very base level certification, something like Security Plus. And the reason for that is that if they're going to impress someone enough to give them a job in security, one of the first things that they're going to need to do is speak in the terms that us security folk use. And if someone comes along to an interview and talks in general terms, that's one thing. But if they can talk in the lingo of the industry, that is something that really pricks my ears up and makes me pay attention to that person who's come along for an interview. So absolutely get some very base level certification and then build on top of that with experience. That would be my advice.
Yeah, brilliant.
If
I think, yeah. Oh, sorry. Go, Shannon.
Okay. I think what people don't really realize within cybersecurity is that there is a really wide range of positions, and they're not all technical positions. So often, someone is trying to break into cybersecurity and all they think about is, I want to become a pen tester. But if you've got a background in business, if you've got a background in project management, program management, development, engineering, all of those can be strengths that can be brought into a cybersecurity team. So it's playing on the strengths of your background and what you are passionate about doing. I think no one wants their work to be their entire life. But for example, I love my job. I spend my weekends doing my job sometimes because I actually love it, and I don't expect my team to. But it's something that I'm really passionate about, and I think that's something that comes through when people are interviewing as well. Is I'll look for someone who's passionate about the job, because if you're not, it's too easy to get left behind in incident response.
Yeah, on the certifications thing, I think they're helpful to a degree, but you can't sort of say, oh, this person has that certification, therefore they are right for the job. I think, definitely what Chris was saying, if people can speak in the language of cyber, then that's a really good thing, and it means that you're sort of, you're at a level. Me personally, I didn't study any cyber stuff until I had a job in cyber, you know what I mean, and sort of learned a lot of it on the job. And then sort of found that it was a bit of a passion from there, right? So, it's, I think probably when I'm interviewing, one of the things I look for, like Shannon was saying, is that, that passion and the curiosity, just that sort of natural curiosity. And I think if you have a combination of those things, a lot of the time you can learn the skills pretty quickly,
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Oh, Bram, you want to go for it?
Oh, I did want to echo what was being said, but I do want to also highlight, and I don't know what kind of audience we necessarily have, but sometimes I would see someone that is supposed to be an experienced security professional, and they can't even answer basic questions around the industry. So it is extremely important to actually know what it is that you're working with. Something as simple as, what is a threat? What is a vulnerability? I don't expect you to give me a dictionary answer or a textbook type of answer, but I need you to understand what it is, because security ultimately is about managing risk. It's not a technology problem. And this is something that really gets me going, and I'm excited or a bit upset or whatever, is the placement of security in organizations. So one of the things I look at when I look at an organization, if I were to move around or something, is where does the security head, CISO, whatever sit? And if it's an IT, then that's not an organization in my mind that is secure. sorry, let me rephrase, not that they're not secure, but they're not necessarily managing security as a risk type of item. So coming back to my my original message, there is security is about managing risk, and you need to understand risk if you are going to be a security professional, no matter which one of those areas you move into, whether it is security program management, whether it's security architecture, whether it is security testing, defense, etc. It's all underlying about risk management. So also something important to understand.